Greetings from Chiang Mai, mid-Asia. I hope that this quarterly newsletter finds you well as you head into the Christmas season. In the last newsletter, I highlighted some of the dynamics that I had been contemplating in the book of Acts that challenge me and challenge us to recognize our sometimes very natural resistance to the unexpected ways that God chooses to work in this world. I've continued to meditate on these dynamics as I've taught through Acts chapters 1, 6, 7, 8, and 10 with our little house church here in Thailand. I'm increasingly convinced that we need to expect the unexpected and lower our defenses around the ways we have come to believe that things should work. As I turn to the Christmas story this Advent, I see some of these same themes found throughout the biblical narratives. The scandal of the virgin birth, the incarnation, the meek and humble context into which Jesus is born, the angelic host announcing Jesus' birth to lowly shepherds, and so much more reminds us to keep our eyes open to the new, to the strange, and to the counterintuitive ways that God chooses to work. Within this dynamic, found both here in the Advent stories and also in the book of Acts, there's also the beauty of invitation, an invitation to partner with and to cooperate with God in what he is doing. God invites us to embrace him and his ways and to be transformed in the process. It is an amazing and sometimes even scary endeavor. As we come to the close of 2025 and into the new year, we have some exciting challenges before us. On the international front of pioneers, our leaders have felt led to focus on a couple of things. First, there's the Deeper Waters Initiative, and this initiative challenges us to continue to be what our name says we are, pioneers, to ask God, what is he doing? And what does he want to see in our contexts? How does he want us to partner with him? And what other UPGs might he be asking us or new members of Pioneers to engage with in our contexts? There's also the challenge to reflect on the person and the work of the Holy Spirit, with the recognition that we desperately need his gifts and his empowerment as we engage in the mission and the calling that he has given us. For more on these things and so much more, I encourage you to go back to last month's One Heart communication from the International Director's Office. In the context of the region, we are also wrestling with the challenges of discernment and change. One of our core values in Pioneers is partnership with the local church, and this spans both our sending contexts and our field context. How is God asking us to partner with the emerging church in our contexts? What does partnership look like? What is he asking us to do? The reality is that even in our very unreached contexts, field and sending structures are beginning to overlap in a number of places. This presents challenges, but also opportunities. And we need God to help us move forward into this reality. And I ask you to pray with me for eyes to see and ears to hear what God is doing, for wisdom and discernment, for courage and for faith. 2026 will mark our first regional conference since 2017. In the coming months, more information will be coming out, but I am so excited to already share with you that God has already provided so much for this conference. He has given us a fantastic worship team to lead us in worship every day. He's given us a children's and youth ministry team to minister to our TCKs in all that they are dealing with, as well as to give them an experience of community with one another. And he's given us a gifted expositional preacher in Mitchell Lee, who will be doing our morning times in the Word. Please prioritize our gathering together next November outside of Athens for our regional conference. I hope that this Christmas is a beautiful time of fellowship for you. Fellowship with the Holy Spirit, fellowship with your families, and fellowship with one another. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and see you in 2026.